Hi everybody, I hope you are all doing well today. It is Miss Wackerlin here, and today we are going to be learning about yes and no questions. So let's go ahead and get started, shall we? So to get started here, yes-no questions can always be answered with a yes or a no, and that is truly that simple. Something important to know about questions in English is that they usually follow a unique intonation pattern. Now, what does that mean? Intonation is just the natural rise and fall of your voice as you ask questions. To explain what I'm talking about with this intonation thing, I have a couple sentences here that help demonstrate what I'm talking about. So this first question I have is he a policeman? And then I have, is she sleeping right now? Notice the natural climb and rise in my voice as I finish the question. Is he a policeman? Is she sleeping right now? These arrows provide a good visual representation of what I'm talking about. And finally, these questions can be answered with a yes or a no. Is he a policeman? Yes, he is a policeman. Is she sleeping right now? No, she's not sleeping right now. So next, I want you to go ahead and try speaking these sentences aloud and then answering the question. I'll go ahead and demonstrate the first one for you. Does he run every day? Yes, he runs every day. Go ahead and pause the video and try the other two. Now to add on some more information about what we already know about yes-no questions is that yes-no questions can be positive, which means that there is no assumed or implied answer. So, for example, we have, do you like winter sports? And then we have, will you be joining us? And these examples show to us that the answer is in your choice. It doesn't matter what you say in response. With that said, yes-no questions can also be negative, which typically confirms assumptions in answers. So we have, didn't he tell you about it? And then, haven't you called her yet? You can tell that there's a slight bit of an action that was expected to be done or completed with this question. So for this guided practice, I want you guys to attempt to create a positive yes-no question and a negative yes-no question. I provided 3 terms in each sentence that I want you to include. So go ahead and pause the video and then we'll go over what you may have come up with. All right, so what you may have come up with for the positive yes-no question is, do you enjoy homework? And this is positive because there is no implied or assumed answer to this question. What you may have come up with for the negative yes-no question is, you didn't complete the assignment. And this is negative because there is an aspect of this question that expected you to do something and you may have not done it. We're going to go ahead and summarize what we've learned in this lesson. We have learned that yes-no questions are always answered with a yes or a no. Your voice naturally rises and falls when you ask different questions. Positive yes-no questions means that there is no assumed answer, whereas negative yes-no questions typically confirms an assumption. Thank you for listening today, and I'll see you in the next lesson.